when I first saw the message, my initial thought was, Rob, you can't say that, but that was just Rob. He was positive, he was humorous, he was funny, and that was his just way of he leaving a stamp on the world. And I think that was just Rob in a nutshell. So after the initial, I don't think that's really right to put. I respected his wishes, and that's the way he wanted to go out. And Rob knew that was going to be played after he was no longer with us. And
Lindsay Burrow, the grieving wife of former rugby star Rob Burrow, has shared the heartbreaking moment when she realized her husband was ready to let go. Rob, who had been battling motor neuron disease, MND, for 4 years, was on a hospital ventilator due to pneumonia. By that point, he was completely paralyzed and unable to communicate verbally. During his final night at Pinderfields Hospital in Wakefield, West Yorkshire, Rob and Lindsay watched their wedding video one last time. They were joined by his mother, Irene, and his sisters, Claire and Joanne. As Rob started rejecting medication, physiotherapy, and even water, Lindsay gently asked him, "Rob, I know you're really tired. Have you had enough?" He responded by looking to the left, a simple but clear way of signaling yes in their communication system. "I wanted to cry," Lindsay revealed in an interview with The Sun. She understood the weight of her question but needed to be certain of his wishes. Holding him tightly, she stayed by his side until he drifted off to sleep, overcome with grief but accepting that he had fought as long as he could. In the days leading up to his passing, Lindsay and their 3 children, Macy, 13, Maya, 9, and Jackson, 6, focused on making lasting memories with Rob. One special moment was when the children painted his fingers with rainbow-colored ink to preserve his fingerprints in their memory book. Despite knowing time was short, Rob encouraged his daughters to perform in a musical show they had been rehearsing for months, even though it took place on the day of his death. Afterward, the children returned to the hospital and played a recording of their performance for him. Lindsay recalled how the video brought joy to Rob, lifting his spirits and bringing a big smile to his face. Rob's health had been steadily declining in the months leading up to his passing. By March 2023, his text messages had become increasingly jumbled, and by May, he was unable to send messages at all. Lindsay described feeling as though their family had entered a dark zone, a painful in-between state where they knew death was near but weren't sure exactly when it would come. Despite his worsening condition, Rob remained determined to enjoy time with his loved ones. Believing they were on borrowed time, Lindsay carried him from his downstairs room to their home cinema so they could watch a movie with their children. The very next day, he was taken to the hospital for the final time. Rob and Lindsay's love story began in their teenage years when they met at just 15 years old. She previously shared in a BBC documentary that she had always known she would marry him. Although her father jokingly suggested she should choose someone taller, she had no doubts about Rob, who stood at 5 feet 5 inches. She described their life together as perfect and said he always treated her like a princess. Rob was diagnosed with MND in 2019, just 2 years after retiring from an illustrious 17-season rugby career with the Leeds Rhinos. Throughout his career, he won 8 Super League titles and became known for his incredible talent on the field. However, after his diagnosis, he dedicated himself to raising awareness and funds for the MND community, using his platform to support others battling the disease. His bravery and contributions to the cause were widely recognized. In 2022, he was awarded an MBE for his efforts, and in January 2023, he and his longtime friend and former teammate Kevin Sinfield were honored with CBEs by Prince William. Rob and Kevin had an unbreakable bond that extended beyond rugby. Together, they raised £16 million for MND research and care. Their friendship was especially evident at the 2023 Leeds Marathon when Kevin pushed Rob in a wheelchair for the entire race. As they reached the finish line, Kevin lifted Rob into his arms and carried him across, marking the moment with an emotional kiss on his friend's head. The crowd erupted in cheers, witnessing their incredible display of friendship and resilience. Reflecting on the experience, Rob described the marathon as one of the most meaningful moments of his life. He said it wasn't just about fundraising but also about the power of friendship. Crossing the finish line with Kevin was something he would cherish forever, knowing that their efforts had created a lasting impact for MND charities and those affected by the disease. Rob's legacy will live on, not only through his achievements in rugby but also through his tireless advocacy for MND awareness and his deep friendships. His courage, love for his family, and unwavering determination have left an indelible mark on those who knew him and the many lives he touched. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell for more updates on celebrity deaths and news updates.